And this spiritual product is what you will be using when bathing. And the work of this spiritual product is, first of all, to cleanse you from every negative power, every negative energy. And the next thing that this spiritual product does is to attract nothing but positivity to you. That's the most important work that this product does for people, to attract positivity for you, to make you attractive physically and even spiritually. So that's what I'm going to teach us today. I'm not going to waste time tonight because there's nothing much in this. So for you to get this product, I want you to get your honey, your original honey. Get original honey, please. Not all this adulterated honey you can find in the supermarket. Get original honey, get your cinnamon powder. There are so many adulterated cinnamon powders in the supermarket. When you want to buy a cinnamon powder, make sure you are buying the original one. We have so many fake, so many of them that contains other types of food ingredients in it. You can even get the taste of ginger inside a cinnamon powder. That one is adulterated. So I'll prefer you buying a cinnamon stick. If you can't find the original cinnamon powder, you buy cinnamon stick and grate it yourself so that you get that powder. Okay? Get your original honey. These are the two items that you need, and you get a container that has a cover. So what you are supposed to do is to present these two items to God in prayer. You pray over these two items. You ask God to bless these two items for you. Then what you are going to do is you have to add that honey, pour the honey into that container, and then you add a pinch of cinnamon powder into it. You stir it and you pray over this item. And what you are going to do this at night. Praying over this item will start at night, latest 9 p.m. And after that prayer, do not cover it. That is the reason why I said you should get original honey, because you are supposed to leave it open until the following day. After praying over this item, you are supposed to leave this item until the following day. Then by the following day, after your morning prayers and praying over the items, you cover it. If you get original honey, by morning you are not going to see any ants near that container. You won't see any ants. But if you have all these adulterated honey, by morning you are going to see so many ants inside it. And the moment you see any ants inside it, know that one has already spoiled. Original honey doesn't attract any ants. That's why I'm pinpointing that you get original honey and original cinnamon powder. If you cannot find original cinnamon powder, please buy cinnamon stick and grate it yourself so that you get that powder from that stick, and then add a little pinch of that powder into the honey. You can get enough quantity of honey and just a little pinch of cinnamon powder into it. And you are going to pray over these items for 3 days. For 3 days, starting the first night. After praying over that item at night, you are supposed to leave it open until the following day. Then by morning, after praying over it, you cover it. You will be leaving it open at night only. By morning, you cover it. And after the third night, your item is ready to be used. You are supposed to be using this item to bathe on a daily basis. So every morning, every night, whenever you feel like bathing, you just add a little drop into your bathing water and you declare whatever you want. Please, if you know you cannot pray over this item to fortify it, because praying over this item means that you are fortifying it. If you know you cannot pray over it, find someone who can pray and ask the person to pray over it for you. And you tell the person your intentions, your requests, so that when the person is praying over that item, the person will mention your name and your request as he or she is praying for you. So after 3 days, you can now start making use of it, strictly to bait, for baiting this time around only. Whenever you want to bait, you add a little drop into your baiting water and declare what you want, and then you go ahead and bait. The major work of this item is for cleansing. Number one, it's going to cleanse you spiritually, and then it's going to attract everything good to you. It's going to make you attractive to everything good. After removing all those negative energies from you, this spiritual product will now make your body attractive physically and spiritually. It doesn't matter whether you are a man or a woman, it's for everybody. It's for little children, it's for parents, it's for adults. Okay, there is no age limit, anybody can use it. But how you prayed over this item will determine how this item can work for you. You are supposed to pray over this item for 3 days, that is for 3 nights, 3 mornings. And after the 3rd day, that's on the 4th day, your item is now ready to be used. So this is the message that I got, that for those who will do this, or those who will buy it from me, or those who are going to use it this period, will experience good luck, will experience everything positive, will experience a positive change in their life, more especially this period. So the reason why I decided to teach this is because it's very simple. It's not complicated. Anybody can do it. You can find honey anywhere. You can find cinnamon powder anywhere. All you need to do is to pray over these items for 3 days, and then you'll be using it to bait. Even if you have a baby, you can bait that baby with this. All you need is just a drop into the baiting water. That's all you need. You can bait in the morning, you can bait at night, anytime. Then for ladies, whenever you are menstruating, you are not supposed to use it. This is the instruction that I received. Whenever you are menstruating, you are not supposed to use that product. Allow it until that your monthly flow is completely over, and then you can start. There is no other rules and regulations attached to it except when a woman is menstruating. Apart from this, you can use this product whenever and however you like it. So this is the teaching that I said that I'm going to give to us. It's very simple. If you know you cannot pray over it, like I said, find somebody to do it for you. Get the product, give it to somebody, let the person pray over it for you. And as you are praying over it, make sure you are mentioning your name. Mention your name and mention your intentions. And remember, after praying at night, do not cover it. Leave it open. By morning, after praying over it, you can now cover it. Okay? So that's all I've got for us for tonight. I'm not going to waste time because I have so much to do this night. So I would like you to bring up your questions in case you have any question. I'm not going to waste time tonight. Miracle, you said that's yes. If you can use your soap, you can use your soap, your normal soap. Okay, you can use your normal soap. If you like, you can just use it to rinse your body, but let it be inside your bathing water. You can use your soap. So if you have any other questions, bring up your questions. I'm not going to waste time tonight. Bring up your questions. Bring up your questions. I'm not going to waste time tonight. You can get this product ready. You can start using it ahead of time. You don't have to wait until that festive period. You can start now. Do it now and start using it ahead of time to prepare yourself, you know, to attract that positive good luck, everything good. You start using it now. There is no specific time for this, but it's just that the message came that I should get it ready for those who will purchase it from me when I travel, because the message came that a lot of people will need it, so that I should get it ready. No, I don't sell honey, Miracle. Unfortunately, I don't sell, I buy. I buy, and I'm even searching for the original honey right now. I've been searching for it for days. Okay, I don't sell honey. So you will have to look around. I really don't see original honey in the supermarkets. What you get there is the adulterated ones, mainly mixed with sugar. So try and get the original honey. Any other question? Any other question? Like I said, I'm not going to waste time tonight. Please. Yes, Rita, you can mention your children's name, your husband, anybody, any member of the family whom you wish to, you want the person to make use of that same product. For anybody that will make use of that product, you need to mention the name of the person. Yes. So, but as for me, that will be preparing the one that I'm to sell, I'm not going to mention the name of anybody. I'm going to prepare it on a general level. Now, it is only when someone requests to buy from me, I can now use your name to fortify your own. So the preparation is very simple. It's nothing, it's not difficult at all. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. But when you are praying over it, you will have to be serious with your prayers. Miracle, you can find the original honey even like in the local markets. That is where you can get original honey. If there is any local market around you, that is where you can get original honey. But if you want to buy honey from the supermarket, be rest assured that you are buying adulterated ones. So you can ask around, ask people. If you have any other question to ask, please bring up your questions. Bring up your questions, please. If you have any other question to ask, you bring up your questions. I won't waste time tonight. I'm still waiting for your questions. Lila, if you feel something grabbing you while sleeping, all you need to do is just to be at alert. It can be your imagination. It can be real. You just have to be at alert and make sure you pray before you go to bed. Make sure you pray before you go to bed. No matter what it is, your prayer must cover you. That's all you need to do. Bring up your questions. Okay, you are welcome. Bring up your questions. Okay, there's a question that somebody asked me and I gave the person an answer, and I want to share that answer here because I've gotten this question from up to 3 or 4 people, and it's all about something that you feel when you're sleeping. Okay, somebody told me that while she was sleeping, she felt somebody covering her with a black cloth. The other person said that she dreamt where she was covered with a black cloth. Whenever you are sleeping and you felt this way, that someone is trying to cover you with a cloth, whether it's a black cloth or white cloth or red cloth, or you dreamt and you saw somebody covering you from head to toe, that's the spirit of death. That is the spirit of death. Clearly, you dreamt of someone covering you with clothes. It doesn't matter the color of the clothes. Or you are sleeping and you felt someone trying to cover you with a cloth. That is the spirit of death. So for anybody who has ever experienced this, all you have to do is to be prayerful. You have to be very prayerful. And whenever you pray, the reason why we have guardian angels, that name guardian, their job is to protect you. That is their job, to watch over you, to protect you. That's the main thing that they do for us. So for somebody who experiences this, Before you go to bed, you make sure you invite your guardian angel to watch over you. That is their job. Let your guardian angel watch over you. If your guardian angel is very active, you will not experience such things. Even if you have been experiencing it, you will no longer experience it. No, Chris, you can take your bath whenever you like. It doesn't matter the time of the day. What matters most is that product. That is what matters most. Not the time that you take your bath. Any time at all, there's no problem. So you bring up your questions. If you have any question to ask, please bring it up. Thank you, Chris. You are welcome. Dave, your dream is not complete. Yes, seeing green leaf is a good sign, it's a good thing, but where? Where did you see it? Where did you find yourself? And how? Okay, so when you are telling somebody about your dream, you tell the whole thing. I said this yesterday. Describe the scenario. The scenario matters. The scenario matters. A lot of people always dream that they see themselves in an occasion. Seeing yourself in an occasion doesn't always spell good. Whenever you dream and you see yourself in an occasion, it doesn't spell good most of the time at all. So that's why I say whenever you dream, describe everything about that dream. Describe it. Seeing a green leaf in the dream, yes, is good, but where? Where? If you have any other question to ask, please bring it up. Bring it up. For those who are joining us late, maybe I'm going to download this and post it on my page so that you watch it and you practice it. Watch and practice it. This is a very simple spiritual exercise. A very simple spiritual exercise that anybody can do. You can do it on your own. And it works well. So if you have any other question to ask, you bring it up. Bring up your questions, because I'm not going to waste time tonight, like I said. I'm actually looking at my time to know when to stop. Bring up your questions. Okay, Chris, yes, I'll do that. I know you joined late. I'll do that. Bring up your questions. Okay, I have like 5 minutes time left. And in 5 minutes time, I'm going to end this live stream to enable me do what I'm supposed to do tonight. Favor, good evening. How are you? Lila, of course, you have already described the dream. You have already said you have already interpreted the dream. Flying away from danger. You have already interpreted it. Whenever you see yourself flying in the dream, that is running away from danger. Overcoming your danger. That's overcoming your problems, whatever it is. You have actually gotten over that problem. So you have already interpreted the dream. That is, it means that the angels of God are actually protecting you. Whenever you see yourself flying in the dream, you are under a heavy protection. Any other question? Any other question? Because I'm about to end this live. I am about to end the live now. God bless you too, Lila. Bring up your questions. Let's look into your case before I end this live. Okay, Lila, you mean when am I coming up next? I really can't tell. I'm not so sure, but maybe Friday night. Maybe Friday night. Dave, in my dream around 3 a.m. towards 5 a.m., I saw 3 different types of green leaves. Dave, is that all you saw? Is that all you saw in your dream? You saw 3 different types of green leaves. I told you earlier that seeing green leaves in the dream means it's a good dream. But seeing 3 different types of green leaves means you will be expecting news. You get ready to receive, that is, how do I put it? Yes, you'll be expecting something, expecting a news, an information, something like that. Get ready to receive it. And it's going to come in triple forms, but they are going to be different. But these news are all going to be good. It is not a bad news. Expect good news. That is up to 3 times. I don't know how to put this for you, but expect good news up to 3 times. Seeing 3 different green leaves, expect good news. That is the meaning of your dream. Faithful, how do I deal with delay of ongoing project? What project are you talking about? What project, and what is that delay? Delay can come in so many ways. Delay can come from you. Delay can come from some other people. Delay can be spiritual. So in what way are you talking about? All right, Lila. Thank you. Chris, remain blessed. God bless you too. And thank you so much. Lucy, see yourself dressed in gold ornaments, dancing and very happy, but physically. Don't mind about your physical appearance. See yourself dressed in gold. That is a blessing that is yet to come. But you will have to work hard for this blessing to come. You will have to work hard. That is a position. See yourself dressed in gold is a position awaiting you. There is a better position awaiting you in reality. But you will have to work hard physically and spiritually for you to get to that level, for you to get to that place. There is a position, a very wonderful position, a better position awaiting you. Favor, what do you have to say about the use of stone for spiritual assignment? I don't get your question. Favor, I don't get your question. The use of stone for spiritual assignments, like how? I don't get your question. Dave, whenever you dream and you've been monitoring your time, that's the time of your dreams, and they always fall around that 3 a.m. Whenever you dream and your dream starts from 2:30 a.m. to 5 a.m., Dave, you are actually receiving a message. You are actually receiving a message. That is when messages normally come. They don't come anytime like 6 a.m. They can't come around 11 or 12. But whenever you dream as from 2 a.m. to 5:30 a.m., you are getting a message. So I will only advise you to try and get a pen and a paper. Keep them closer to your bed. Whenever you wake up, whatsoever you see in your dream, I want you to write it down. Okay? This was an advice that someone gave me some years ago. Like somebody gave me this advice in the year 2019. when I started telling people about what was happening to me and the things I kept on seeing in my dreams. And so I took this advice, and whenever I get up, I will write down whatsoever I saw in my dream. And everything that I've written down has finally come to pass. Everything, all of them, they have finally come to pass. So for the bad ones, when I noticed that they were all coming to pass, what I do was every day I keep on reviewing that book. Whenever I come across any bad one that I've written down, I will start praying immediately to cancel it. So I'm giving you that same advice to keep a pen and a paper handy whenever you are sleeping. If you wake up from any dream, you jot down whatsoever you have seen in your dream. You are actually getting a message. Faithful, you are building, and you discovered you lack interest and unsuspecting issues with your finance. You discovered you lack interest and you are building. Wow. How can you just lose interest in what you are building? How can you just lose interest in that? No, you will have to go into prayers. Okay, you look like someone who is being manipulated. You need prayers. You need serious prayers. Okay? And if you can add fasting to your prayers, that would be wonderful. If you can fast, I don't know your health issues. I don't know how healthy you are inside. But if you can fast at least from 6 to 9 a.m., you fast and start prayers, okay? Start prayers. You actually need prayers. You just sounded like someone who is being manipulated. Any other question? Thank you, Lucy. Thank you so much. God bless you. Any other question? Please write down your questions. Write down your questions, please. Lila, if your dreams do come to pass, I always say this, whenever you dream and you notice that eventually that dream must surely come to pass, please, whatsoever you see in your dream, you tell people. Tell those around you. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Whether good or bad. Even if it's something good, we still need prayers to draw that thing closer. If it's something bad, we need prayer to chase it away. Look, why do people hate you for no reason in the office? And you don't have any issues with anybody, the hatred just comes. Look, there are two reasons why something like this can happen to somebody. Number one, it's either you have a negative aura, and it's no fault of yours. Having a negative aura is not anybody's fault. It is inborn. It's something you came into the world with. And when you have this negative aura, nobody around you will want you, because that aura repels people. It chases people away. It makes people to hate you for no reason. That even if you are in need, in want of help or whatsoever, you will find it difficult getting help from people. This is what negative aura can cause. You find it difficult getting help from people. So it's either you have a negative aura or you are a chosen one. If you have a spiritual gift, if you are a chosen one, that gift will repel the negative people. When the people see you, those who have that negative energy, they know who you are. They know, the powers in you. And that thing, everything will turn into hatred for them. They will hate you for no reason. So these are the two reasons that people can hate you for no reason. Either you have a negative aura or you are a chosen one. And if you have a negative aura, the teaching I gave today takes care of that negative aura. This thing that I was asked to prepare for people takes care of negative aura. Whenever you are using it to bathe on a daily basis, it changes your aura from negative to positive. And that is why I said earlier that it will only attract nothing but positivity for you. Because as long as it's attracting that positive things towards you, you will no longer experience any negative, things. Not that you won't experience anyone at all, but when the negativity comes, that goodness in you will overshadow it. Okay, so maybe if you have joined us earlier, you would have heard the teaching I gave, but after this live stream, I'm going to download it and post. Dave, when you dream of animals, it depends on what the animals were doing. It depends on what the animals were doing. But whenever these particular animals that I'm going to mention now, whenever you see them in the dream, know that there is a witchcraft going on. That is, you are under the witchcraft surveillance. So, when we talk about dogs, seeing dogs in the dream, that's a witchcraft attack. Seeing cats in the dream, that's a witchcraft attack. Seeing snakes in the dream, that's a witchcraft attack. Or seeing this bird, what do you call these birds? Crow. Whenever you see them in the dream, that's a witchcraft attack. Okay, now another thing is you can see other animals, but what were those animals doing? It depends on what these animals are now doing. But for these ones that I mentioned now, whenever you see them in the dream, whether they are silent or whether they are walking away or whatsoever, they represent witchcraft attack. Okay. And also, you wrote about seeing second-hand clothing. I just want to highlight the negative ones in what you wrote. Seeing second-hand clothing. Yes, in reality, we wear second-hand clothes. We buy second-hand clothes, which are so good. But whenever you see them in the dream, it represents poverty. It represents hardship. It represents backwardness. That is what second-hand clothing is. That is what it stands for in the spiritual realm whenever you see them in the dream. So it now depends on how that dream finally came. Is it that you made use of those second-hand clothes? Did you use them? Or did you just see them and then you left them? If you use them, you are actually calling for that problem. Okay? Miri Malugo, you thought I'm an actress. Wow. Nigerian actress, Hollywood actress, which one? Yams, why are you feeling this way? Why are you feeling this way? You are feeling that you will not be able to finish your project. Why? Spirit of fear. Spirit of fear. Whenever you start being scared for no reason, there is an evil spirit around you. There is an evil spirit, or there is a charm around you. Whenever you start feeling scared, you are too scared, you are always afraid for no reason. There is an evil spirit or there is a charm around you. That is the reason why you are feeling that way. So these are the things that prayer can still handle. And that project that you are into, which you are feeling that you cannot complete that project. If that is a house project, I will want you to go to that land, wherever that land is, and pray. If it's possible for you to bring in prayer warriors, you bring them in, let them pray over that land. And the prayer warriors, if they truly know who called them and what they are supposed to do, when they are praying over the land, they are supposed to come with salt, blessed salt. After the prayers, they will sprinkle that salt on that land, everywhere, in and out. Everywhere, to remove whatever the enemy might have planted there, because it is possible that something must have been done on that land, either to stop you from that project or to remove you entirely. So bring in prayer warriors. If you cannot bring in prayer warriors, buy salt, take it to any man of God to bless for you. Go to that land, pray, and sprinkle that salt everywhere on that land. All right? And you have to be in constant prayer. Yes, Chris, that's what I mean. Fasting from 6 to 9. Because giving somebody fasting from 6 to 12 and 6 to 3, you look at people's health issue, their health condition. Okay, at least 6 to 9 is not long. It's just 3 hours, which is okay. But if you cannot fast, maybe you have a health issue, then don't fast. Concentrate on prayers. Yes, Lucy. Whenever we dream about something good, that is our most of the times our expectations. We look forward to them. And then most of the times when we dream about this, we don't back it up with prayer. We already, maybe after the interpretation, someone tells you that something good is about to come your way. You keep on expecting that thing and you will not back it up with prayer. It will take time. But for those bad ones, we always pray against them. Whenever we see something bad in the dream, we always pray against them. And that is why the bad ones, if you don't pray against them, they will come to pass immediately. The good ones, we are looking forward to them, and sometimes we don't pray, and it will take time. And the devil himself will never allow that good thing to come, except when you pray to draw that thing closer. So the devil is always at war with us, because the devil knows more than we know. Whenever we are expecting that good thing, the devil knows, and he will go into action, either to prevent that good thing or to push that bad one so that it will come closer. So, but we will still have to fight these battles through prayers. Prayer is the only way we can conquer the devil. Dave, you always dream of your father and your elder brother. Are they late or are they still alive? I don't know. If they are still alive, maybe you need to go and visit them. But if they are late and you keep on seeing them in the dream, and when you see them, they don't give you any news, they don't give you any information, they don't say anything. If they don't say anything at all, but you always see them in the dream, then you will have to pray against that dream. You pray against it so that they will stop coming, except that they are coming to pass a message. But I know that the dead who is coming to pass messages to the living do not come all the time. If you are spiritually alive, you will know what I'm talking about. If the dead has a message for you, they don't come all the time, because their time is limited, not like us that has all the time as long as you are alive. The dead has a limited time. So for that time, the little time that they have, they can come once or twice to deliver the message. And then it will take a longer period of time again before they can come again. So, but for you to be seeing maybe the dead, you are seeing the dead every now and then. No, you need to pray against that dream. You need to pray against it. Miriam, good evening. You are welcome. Good evening, James. You are welcome. Favor, people buy it because of the situation of things. But if you ask me, it is not all that okay. But then, what can people do? What can we do? Everybody cannot afford already made. Okay, so that is why most of the times we go for these second-hand clothing. But these second-hand clothing sometimes are not advisable. They are not advisable at all. But then what can we do? Okay, Dave, you are selling second-hand clothing in real life, and you always see them in your dreams selling it. You always see yourself selling it in the dream. That is your business. That is what you are doing to earn a living. So it's totally different from you. Maybe you are doing something else, and then you saw yourself in the dream pricing a second-hand clothing. That is not good. But this is a business that you are doing, and you are seeing yourself in the dream doing it, there is nothing wrong with it, except it is not your business and you see yourself prizing it. It's not good. Lila, your mom kept seeing scary things from the spiritual realm before she passed. And you didn't try to ask your mom questions. Did you ask her questions? Did you ask her questions? Yes, I know that when someone is about to pass, they see more of the other side, more than us. But for her to be seeing something scary can tell about her life when she was alive. Did she make peace with everybody around her? Did she have enemies when she was alive? Did she try to make peace with them before passing? You should have asked her questions to find out what is actually scaring her. Yes, Yayam, do it again. You did it before starting the project. Remember, the enemy doesn't sleep. The devil doesn't sleep and will never sleep. Yes, they do not sleep. So as long as they are still awake, we have to be awake equally. No matter what they do, we need to counter that, because they will keep on countering the ones that we are doing. So we have to be fighting back. So repeat it again. Okay, Lila, she was prayerful, okay? She was prayerful when she was alive, but then she was seeing scary things. Wow, sounds so strange, because I know I've been around prayerful people when they were alive and when they passed, but none of them experienced this thing. They actually, passed peacefully. The things that we are seeing when I was around them was, something beautiful. I didn't, witness any of those people that I know before experience something scary before they passed. Miri Malugo, okay? Okay, no, sorry, I am not. I'm not one of them. Favor, when a particular person is after a whole family, that person can easily be taken away. How can a particular person be against a whole family and the family just kept quiet, just like that? It just kept quiet. No, no, just one person against so many people. No, you guys allow the person to be exercising his powers. You guys allow that person. It's just one person. So you guys need to team up. You team up. You go into actions. You go into prayers. Most of the times you pray at midnight. And when you pray, you make sure if you know the person for real and you know the person's name, you voice his or her name. You say it out. That's the reason why we teach all these spiritual exercises. One person cannot be against the whole family, and out of the whole family, nobody, is powerful enough to stand up against this person. No, Chris, 6 to 9 is mainly for anybody who has health issue. Fasting from 6 to 9 is mainly for people who have health issues, but maybe they wish to fast. They want to fast. Instead of extending it to that normal fasting time, that is 6 to 12, you shorten it for them. Okay, so 6 to 9 is the shortest. Junior, you are welcome. Miri Malugo, to you, you may think that you no longer dream, but I bet you are still dreaming, but you don't remember at all. It happens to people. When they wake up, everything will vanish completely, that they can't tell whether they dreamt or not. So you are still dreaming, but you don't remember at all. The only thing you need to do is to increase your prayer life. I always say this almost every now and then whenever I come up live. Increase your prayer life. Before you go to bed, make sure you pray. Make sure you pray. Be putting it into prayers. Ask God to help you to remember your dreams, because sometimes this is the work of the enemy. This is the work of the enemy most of the time. Okay. Exactly. May God help us. Junior, yes, you can. You can private chat me. Okay. Lila, it's possible. It's possible that it's the medication they gave her. Because if she's very prayerful, I don't see any reason why she should be scared when she was about passing. All right. Dave. Okay. I don't have to go into your private life, Dave, but if you feel that the second woman is good to you, then you go ahead. But make sure you pray over the whole thing, over the whole marriage issue, so that what happened to the first time will not repeat itself again. Let this second marriage, be sealed in prayers. Favor, you guys need to buckle up in prayer. You don't give the devil the chance to be ruling you people. You guys need to buckle up. The person is using diabolical powers, and the person the person knows actually that you guys don't know what to do. That's why that person is bragging and causing havoc for you people, and you guys kept quiet. You don't give room for such nonsense. You don't. You don't give room. I'm not saying that you guys should go and make trouble with the person to the extent of exchanging words. No, I don't believe in exchange of words. I don't. I don't. And nobody can mess with my family. It's not possible. Not while I'm still alive. It's not done. Except God didn't show me that. It's not done. Even before I answered my call, it's still not done. I never for once succumb to anybody who has nonsense power. I never for once in my life, because I know I can pray my way out. So it's high time you guys get up and know what to do. Exactly. Denko, good evening. You're welcome. Lila, thank you so much. Favor, that question you asked me about the use of stone for spiritual assignment, I still don't get it. I still don't get it. What spiritual assignment are you doing with stone? Instead of stone, you use sand. You use sand. That is the soil. You use it. What does it mean when you are about to do something or eat something? Either your right ear gives you A sign. Mirumaluga, I don't understand this your question. What does it mean? Mirumalugo, if your right ear, or I don't understand. Is it your right ear or your left ear? Which one? If your ear gives you a sign whenever you are about to do something, you will have to pay attention, because it's not just giving you a sign. Most of the times, whenever you want to hear anything, that is, a voice wants to talk to you, you will first of all feel it. Like I do feel it on my left ear. I will feel it first of all, and whenever I feel it, I remain silent. Even if you are talking to me, I will not respond. As a matter of fact, I will zero my mind immediately. I might no longer be there where both of us are, just for me to pay attention, because I must definitely hear that voice. So whenever you feel that way, I believe this is what you are supposed to do, to keep calm, so that you understand what is about to, what is about to happen, or to understand the message that you are about to receive. Favor, that's what I'm saying. You guys should handle it spiritually. For you to handle such cases, since you already know the person, the sand can do this thing for you. The sand can do this thing for you. Favor, if you are the one that will do this, then you will have to get ready. You get ready. You write the name of that person on a paper. Get enough quantity of sand inside a polythene bag. You put the name of that you put that paper inside the sand, and you are going to do this prayer for 7 days. For 7 days. I don't know how busy you are. I do not know, but this prayer is supposed to be done by 12 p.m., 12 in the afternoon, with that sand and the name of the person inside that sand. For each time that you come out to pray by that 12 p.m., you put a drop of anointing oil into that sand. And whenever you are praying, Favor, I don't know if you are you the first daughter? I don't know. If the first daughter is around, or if the first son is around, while that prayer is going on, either the first daughter or the first son will have to talk to that sand. Talk to the sand like you are talking to a human being. Tell the sand exactly what you want that sand to do to that person. This should be done by either the first daughter or the first son, but whereby none of them is around. Favor, you can do this. But there is an authority that has been given to first sons and first daughters. So they are the ones that can do this. But whereby none of them is around, you that will start the prayer, you can do it. For each time that you will come out to pray, the first daughter or the first son will have to talk to that sand. And then you guys should go ahead and pray over the sand using Psalm 35 and Psalm 109. Psalm 35 and Psalm 109. And you are going to do this prayer for 7 days. And for any time that you pray, after that 12 p.m., after praying, saying that prayer, you tie that polythene bag. Do not keep it open. Tie it and keep it at somewhere where nobody will touch it. The next day when you are about to pray, you bring it out and open it and start your prayers. And let the first son or the first daughter speak to that sand and command the sand. Remember to add a drop of anointing oil into that sand. And after that prayer, you tie it again. You are going to repeat this process for 7 days. And after the 7th prayer, that is on that 7th day, after praying by that 12 p.m., you tie that sand and wait, because you are going to discard it by 7 o'clock in the night. You are going to discard it by 7 o'clock in the night. Not inside your house, not anywhere near your house. You are going to take that sand away. Take that sand away. And when you get to anywhere where you are going to discard it, you open it and say your final declaration. After saying your final declaration, you pour that sand away and drop that polythene bag there. Then you turn and walk home. This is what you are supposed to do to handle whosoever that person is. The battle will now be between that person and the land. You are actually involving the land. And as long as the person is still alive and walking on the land, meanwhile the person is fighting you people spiritually, the battle is now between the person and the land. And no human being has ever defeated the land. Nobody. no matter who that person is. Nobody has ever fought with the land and won the battle. Okay? Do not forget. Okay, oh, I know that this light is going to misbehave. So, okay, Favor, you say that you are the first son, and you usually have chance at night. Well, maybe somebody else who has that chance can do this. It's not something you do in the night, no. You have to do this prayer by 12 p.m. By 12 in the afternoon. That is when you are supposed to do this prayer. So if you do not have that chance by 12 p.m., let another person start it. And since you are the first son, then you will have to speak. Since you are in Togo, I don't know about other family members. This is something you will have to discuss with them. It doesn't matter where you guys are. Wherever you are, you can still say that prayer there. You are welcome. All right, Chris, no problem. Okay, Favor, since your elder sister is in the village, let your elder sister do it. Since she's in the village, tell her to do this. Let her do it. And let her speak to the sun. I believe you heard everything I said. Okay, Chris, no problem. Okay. So if you have any other question to ask, please you bring it up. I've actually overstayed my time. I've overstayed my time. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Lila. God bless you. All right, so I will have to end this live. And I want to thank you all so very much for being present here. Thank you so much. For my gifters, God bless you abundantly. Lila, Rita, Ben, thank you so much. I want to thank everybody who asked questions so far, because I know that a lot of people actually benefited from the questions. And I want to thank everybody that liked this live and those that shared. God bless you all so much abundantly. And I pray that his blessings will remain with us all tonight and always. In Jesus' name, amen. So I'm going to see us maybe on Friday night. I'm not so very sure, but let me put it that way. I'm going to see us on Friday night. So good night and God bless you all.